There are equal parts good and bad down whatever road you choose. Do you follow the whisper of the wind with shining promise of discovery, or the booming call of waves crashing and tumbling with unknown depths? The realization is beginning to sink in that I do in fact have a choice in the matter. I used to have a very strong sense of calling, a beacon to follow as my world began to form around me. But the more I explored this world, the less clear my path became. I never felt like I belonged in the spaces I pursued. Couldn't find my place in a sea of people. Like a stranger at a party, I don't quite know where to stand or who to talk to. I quickly learned to walk through this world with cautious optimism, keeping my hope at arm's length. I grew up in Northwest Montana and moved to Southern California when I was 18 years old to pursue music as a career. It has always been my life and primary language, my greatest comfort and the source of my deepest disappointment. I pour every last drop of myself into the work I do and the songs I create, whether it's for myself or for others. My music has always been independently made. I tried to connect with managers and labels and mentors, but no one ever took me seriously. So I made the decision to not wait around for permission, but to continue to create music that I believe in, with friends that are like family, and release it into the world exactly how it was creatively meant to be. My husband and I made my last 2 albums in our tiny shared studio and created some incredibly meaningful and personal songs. I also had amazing opportunities during that time to tour across the US and Europe, playing in a band with my best friends and collecting beautiful memories I will always cherish. All the while, longing to find my place with my own music in this exclusive and exciting world. I was starting to lose my joy in the pursuit of these dreams. I challenged myself to rediscover something outside of music that I love. I started riding horses when I was 8 years old and stopped when I moved to LA. So I booked a riding lesson and it changed everything. I had something to look forward to. A space where social acceptance and number of streams and followers didn't matter. Music was my whole life, and my expectation of what it should be like clouded my vision. But when I was riding, I rediscovered that part of myself that I'd left behind. I was blissfully anonymous and reconnected to my body. I found a horse for lease on Craigslist and gained a friend and mentor through the process too. My time with this horse began to heal the darkest parts of myself that I had buried. He taught me courage, confidence, and commitment, showed me how capable I am to learn and grow and regenerate. I started to feel creative again, started writing new song ideas and letting myself dream of the future. I was waking from a long slumber. Though my hands were clutching expectations of how my career should look, I began to see how much the music industry has changed, and my dreams began to change with it. What if we could do things differently? And how do you truly define success? I spent so long searching for where I belong, for validation and acceptance. But now I see I'm meant to carve my own path. I've never fit because I wasn't supposed to. Distance helped me maintain my individuality, and in doing so, I feel spared from a life stuck in a mold. I have passions and loves beyond doing music the way the world thinks I should. I'm expanding, like a houseplant that outgrew its nursery pot. I'm slowly unfurling my hands to let go of how I thought my life should be, to free them up to get to work on creating a life that is lived with intention and filled with beauty. So we decided to do something we've been dreaming of since 2012, something that has always felt impossible. We're building a house in Montana, on the land where I grew up, a place to get away from the noise and listen to the stillness, a place for restoration and peace, A place we can build a studio surrounded by the trees that feels rich with inspiration and the wonder and beauty of nature. A place where we can cook delicious meals, make music with friends, and have space to rescue animals. I hope to one day have my own horses here again. This is a way to split our time between California and Montana. A creative retreat. I am a dreamer, and I lost sight of that for a long time. I long to create because it heals me, and share in hopes it heals others. So I decided to share my story and document this journey to help myself process and heal as I rediscover my creative voice, and hopefully inspire someone to break the mold and forge a new path. I'm standing on the lot and dreaming and thinking and trying to figure out what feels good and trying to listen to my gut and my instincts, but I also don't know really anything about construction, and so it makes sense that we'd be jumping into a massive building project, but we're just trying to figure out where to build. We're trying to figure out where's the best spot on our lot that'll make a great house. This clearing is really beautiful and majestic. Oh gosh, there's a tiny red spider on me. Feels very magical and peaceful and private. Like it just feels like there's nothing else here. You can't see anything else. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's got it. So hopefully when we meet tomorrow and have our big girl construction meetings, we'll be able to talk through some of this stuff. It's exciting, but it also feels a little bit daunting to not really know what I'm doing and still be here and still trying to make this happen and make our dream come to life. So it's fun to document it. I'm excited to look back on this when the whole process is done and be like, she had no idea. Okay, we're on site and we're assessing, we're staking, we're measuring, and we see all these cool big rocks and stuff, which is sweet. Because I think yesterday we were talking about that side, like on that side of the trees, the driveway coming down, but this would totally work too.
Yeah.
So either one, I don't really care.
I think what you're gonna want is you don't want it to be steep.
Yeah, so whichever, this doesn't seem
like if this
massive.
gets icy, you don't want to slide right into your house.
Yeah, that would suck. Because I want it to feel like very naturally nestled into where it is. I don't want it to feel like I need to tear down 150 trees to like put my thing here. I want it to feel like it's
stay away
been
from
here.
That area up there that's already been cleared. That could be a really fun space for you to do little parties or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that you don't have good views this way, but
The
it
views
seems like
that
everything
way.
you want this way. So you don't want to have to look at your driveway. It'd be better to have your driveway back here, I think.
Yeah. Unless it was like a super cool driveway.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think that the next time I'm here, this whole thing is going to be prepped and graded and ready. But I'm standing in my future house right now. Like, I think I'm in the living room. So cool.
Blaine's missing day one.
I know. Site planning day. Kind of a big day. This is the clearing. Vincent is obviously doing things. Oh yeah, there's bear scat, which is cool. But yeah, like look how pretty the morning light is. I'm just sitting here outside my dad's house, contemplating everything, and it's so crazy. It's just crazy to be here. A lot of feelings. This is something that I've dreamed of for over 10 years. Now I feel like things are aligning in a way that I wasn't expecting it to feel like that. Doing this, building towards something in the future that's ours, and putting our hands to something that we're passionate about, and creating new opportunities for ourselves to try things and surround ourselves with our passions. I'm really, really, really excited about that. Yeah, it's just big, and I'm dreaming with one hand and I'm planning with the other, and trying to make sense of both of those things and have it become this reality, and that's insane, but I can't wait. My world, once filled with fog, is now shining with glitter. A fresh, clean slate and a blanket of snow over a scorched land. I will not allow myself to atrophy. I'm ready to shift with the wind. I'm breathing. I made it here, back to this place. Now the work begins.